Right. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Um, I'll be basically taking this topic today on quick not to act. Quick not to act. This video is basically mostly for my beautiful sisters out there and who are either in a marriage or in a serious relationship. I'll be speaking to you basically because this is coming to a trend of people getting to divorce in every provocation. You tend to divorce as soon as you get upset with your partner for whatever reason or whatever they have done to you. You think the first step is that you've had enough. I've had enough of him, I've had enough of her. And so you quickly want to call it a quit. If you truly want to be loved and you want to love, tolerance is key. But for some reason, if you're married, for some reasons, you might be upset by your partner or something went wrong in the marriage. Let not the first thing be quitting or serving a divorce later or, you know, separating, There are ways to go around these things. If comes to that point of getting divorced, well, if it happens, let it be that divorce will be your last option, not the first option. Let divorce not be first option. So don't be quick to act. Consult every aspect of consultation. Try every other aspect to see how you can mend your relationship. Because trust me, if you say, for instance, you're in a marriage for 10 years or thereabout or more, and all of a sudden things went south and you call it a quit with a divorce. Trust me, you're not getting younger, one. And two, the word out there is not fair on anyone. If you get divorced, for instance, you're a lady, that's why I'm speaking basically for the lady. So I'll be coming on your defense this time, the ladies. You go out, you're a lady, and you come on this one of these dating site because you've already divorced, and now you want a love. Everybody wants to be loved. You don't want to be alone. Loneliness is killing faster than you think. So you want to get someone to, a genuine guy you think is the Mr. Right. And before you know it, you pet yourself on these dating websites, and before you know it, you start counting the first guy came, you have fun with the person, and all of a sudden, after having the fun, it went into a thin air. Second one come, before you know it, 6 months down the line, you can't even count your body count. You lost count. And this is not what you want. By then, you start thinking backward, why do I do this? So the world is not fair on you. The man who loved you from, say, from you married when you are youth, you have to work things out and see if this will really work. It's very important that you explore all aspects. The only aspect I encourage divorce is if it's domestic violence, because you got to be alive to stay in the marriage. So if there's no domestic violence, try every option. It could work. Unless if you're totally fed up and you're not ready for marriage. So that's fine. You know that's your decision. But if you're really into it and you believe in the institution of marriage, I believe you have to put more effort to see if it works, because the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. There's no angel out there. If it's something, because there's something that triggers the love in the first instance. Why did it went south? What sour? What makes the love unlovable? You have to go back to the roots. That's why you need uh, a specialist. That's why I say explore all options. You need a specialist. Attend therapies. Work on yourself. See how you can checking between the lines. Where did you go wrong? What did you do? What's your spouse complaining about? What can you do to make it right? At this point, it's not about who is right or who is wrong. If you start saying who is right or who is wrong, you're not going to work on it. If you're going to work on it, someone has to take the bold step. It cannot be you. It cannot be whoever it is. But take a bold step to work on yourself. Self-actualization is good in relationship. Knowing that I really want this thing to work. So irrespective of who is right or who is wrong, I'm going to make it work. And, you know, life has a way of paying back to us. If you sow kindness, kindness definitely will come to you. So if you are craving for love, sow love. If you are craving for kindness, sow kindness. That is how this life works. You know, they say like a smile. If you smile to someone, it's the normal reaction is that the person smiles back at you because there's something he felt inside. So it's contaminant. So if you show love, so it is. These things have a way of rubbing on the next person. We are not an island. So I will advise, don't be the first thing to do when you have issues in your relationship is not divorce or quitting the relationship, especially when you have when the relationship or the marriage is in years, running in years or decades. You know, it's not the best option because one, you're not getting younger. Tell yourself the truth, and trust me, you know there's no Mr. Right out there. At that point, so many things, the odds might be against you. So why not work on the one you have and see how it will really go? If you work on it and it turns out well, it might be that you are the one who is wrong or he is the one who is wrong. Talk things. Communication is key. When I mean communication, I don't mean communication of, like deliberate communication. Communication that has to be void of rancor, argument. Try see from whichever perspective it is. Calm yourself down. Don't take sides. Be unbiased. That's why if you see a specialist, it's going to be like it's unbiased judgment. They pass the judgment. When they pass the judgment, take it. Don't say, but he does that or she does that. No. Take it raw as it is and work on it. Take the bold step. Who takes the blame is not the weaker person. Who takes the blame is actually the most mature person in a relationship. You know, if you keep popping blames on A or B, then who's gonna take the blame? Nobody. But when you come together, when you take the bold step and accept the fault is mine, I'm gonna work on this. Irrespective of the other person has a huge fault, let it not be you who is trying to, capitalize on those faults. When you start capitalizing on those faults, you keep finding fault and fault and fault. And before you know it, you keep going around circle. You keep getting issues upon issues upon issues. Just take the bold step and end the issues, end the quarrel. Everybody is sweet when you've touched the right side of their sweetness. Everybody is bitter when you touch the wrong side of their bitterness. So I just encourage you not actually to give yourself to divorce as the first option. Explore other ones to make things right. And when all odds is against you and it's not working, then if you feel that is the best thing for you, I know you want to have some consultation and people will tell you, professionals will tell you, and you seek advice from unbiased. I don't mean don't go to not family members. So when you have issue, the best people is not the family member because family member will take side of their own person. So go to someone who is unbiased, a professional. I will advise. So you can get the professional counseling because it doesn't know your husband, it doesn't know your wife. So just go along and flow and get the best. Be honest to yourself with your clinician or the professional you're seeing. So be professional and be sincere. And whatever they tell you to do, try it. Every little step, every little thing helps. It might be just for you to just keep quiet and not talking. That will help your situation. Or just say sorry. Some of these things are quite simple, but we are humans and we are complex people. We are complex beings, and things might not go in our way, and we start making issue out of it. Sometimes you make a mountain out of a mole, but it's supposed to be a mole, but we'll make mountain out of it. So a little things here and there will help. And that's all I have for you. Thank you very much.